Howdy friends, and welcome to The Average J. Today we are at Saratoga Springs at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. I want to give a big shout out to my friend Bob and his wife Debbie for allowing us the opportunity to stay at this place. We are staying at the Saratoga Springs 2-bedroom villa. We are in the Congress Park section of Saratoga Springs. So we're going to give you a little tour of the entire resort, and we're also going to show you the room itself. We're fortunate enough to have our friends Jason and Amanda with us as well. And as a matter of fact, they just bought DVC today. So this is actually our last day here. We leave first thing tomorrow morning. So I was kind of a little slow on getting all of the video put together. So we're gonna take you along and show you kind of the basics. There's so much here. It's such a big property, lots of details. Never be able to show you the whole thing. The video would be 3 hours long, but we're just going to give you a little taste of it. I do want to point out that if you are a smoker, there is smoking areas around. This is one that's next to the building, and there's several of them around. So make sure if that you're a smoker that you go to the smoking area. As these are multi-level buildings, you do have elevators. Haven't had to wait. Let's see how long we have to wait for an elevator. Push the button. It's right there. So, I mean, it's not bad. Oh, that's bad. And of course, they always have their little signs, and we're going to go ahead and push our floor. They have all the activities listed. As you get off the elevator, a little bench, and we're walking. One thing about this place is, first off, it's huge, but there's a ton of hallways. They are exterior entry. And you have your housekeeping here. Now, they're in the middle of like room changeover and cleaning. So what you'll see is some rooms will have baskets outside of them. Like, well, you see it down there. So what they'll do is every third day or fourth day, they will drop off a basket of supplies, and it has all your new linens, your sheets, coffee, soaps, everything. And then this is our room. And of course it opens via Magic Band. As you walk in, there's a nice mirror and a little table. We kind of cleared everything off because we've been here through the week. Then we have water bottles. Fantastic to bring your own water bottles instead of looking for, or paying for water bottles throughout the week. And as we come in, there's Michelle. Your climate control is on the wall. The lowest you can set the air conditioning is 68 degrees, just as an FYI. But the table, Michelle and I have gotten a lot of use out of this table for playing games. We play dominoes and Yahtzee and everything. It's a very sturdy table, very solid. So, you know, if you have a bunch of people sitting here eating, it's not going to like wobble. It does have a bench and 4 chairs. But last night, because we were playing games, we put one chair at either end, and then we brought a patio chair in from out on the deck. So that we were all sitting across from each other. So this is the kitchen. And in the kitchen, first off, the sink area, one thing nice, it does have a garbage disposal. And here's the control for the garbage disposal. You get liquid dish soap and the dish soap for the dishwasher, because there is a dishwasher. And the refill mugs, rapid refill mugs. So our friends also got the mugs. So in order to tell them apart, they kept theirs original with blue handle, blue lid, yellow handle, yellow lid. What Michelle and I did was we switched up the lids so that we can tell whose mugs are which. All right, you have a coffee station. It has your coffee and a ton of cups, paper cups if you want to travel around. But if you see, like, we have a bowl of sugar and extra sweet and low, that's because one day we called up and asked them if they could bring us an extra couple packs of coffee. They brought us like 6 of these bags of coffee and a whole bunch of condiments. So it is the dark roast coffee, and it's delicious. And usually there's one decaf in there as well. But you can see, if you ask the front desk, call down there and say, hey, I need more coffee supplies, they'll bring it right up to you, okay? But it's a full coffee pot. Our friends had brought their own bean coffee and grinder, so you can bring your own, but they do provide coffee for you. So there's a dishwasher. I think it has dishes in it right now because we were doing some dishes. You put the dish soap right in this little thing right here, but it does have a full dishwasher. And underneath your sink is your fire extinguisher, your trash, and your recycles. So you do have trash and recycles here. Now, let's do a little inventory of what they have in the cabinets. So in the cabinets over here, you have your cooking and baking. Which is nice to have. And then in this side, I think is the mugs, coffee mugs, because I've used them to death. Again, a lot of stuff is in the dishwasher. That's why it doesn't look... I think there's 8 of everything. 8 plates, 8 cups. So if you have a party of 8 or less, you should be good. Here's wine glasses, a serving platter. And this is where the dinner plates were, but they're all in the dishwasher, but there were 8 plates. Here are some drinking glasses, some juice glasses. And in here are your bowls, and also on this shelf that's empty because we used them all, there's little plastic juice cups. They're small, but they're nice. You have your microwave. Ooh, I see my own reflection. Not good. Your microwave and your fan, your exhaust fan for the stove. And it is a big microwave. It holds a ton the space in this thing. And of course you have your stove. That pan our friends brought down, that's not a pan from here. That's one that they said, hey, we have a beat up pan that we'll just leave there. But all of your other ones are underneath. So there is your pot and your pans. Although this drawer is like a little bit wonky. Okay, so under here you have spare paper towels, more dish soap, some paper plates, a bunch more dish detergent, and some pots. And then here is our, these are cooking utensils and knives. And then over here is the silverware. Again, a lot of this silverware is in the dishwasher, but we do have a bunch of plastics they gave us as well. And you have a very nice refrigerator. All the appliances in our room are Whirlpool appliances, but it's a nice full-size refrigerator. Again, we've been here all week, so we have a ton of stuff in it. And you have your freezer as well, which is pretty empty except for some ice and some brown and serve. And of course, a trip to Disney, you have to get your Disney Mickey beignets from the French Quarter. Right next to the Scat Cat Lounge is where we got those, and the ganachery. But also I want to point out there is an ice bucket. There are ice machines located various locations in each building. So like we showed you in the freezer, there are ice cube trays if you want them, but no real need. In the living area, you do have, there's quite a few outlets, with USB chargers and the house phone. So right here is a Murphy bed that pulls out. I will pull the Murphy beds out in a minute and show you what they look like. But I just kind of want to give you a layout of what the room itself looks like. Tons of lighting. That's the other Murphy bed right there. And one of the neat things on the TV is it does show you, when you turn it on your menu at a DVC resort, it says your party name. So it's welcome, so the other couple that's with us, their last name is Plummer. So it's the Michelle and Plummer party. And it shows you, the time, the current weather, what day it is. Very handy dandy. Let's go out on the deck. As you can see, it's a nice sized deck. You have multiple chairs, 2 chairs and a table. And of course across the way is the Disney Springs. Beautiful view. Here is the first Murphy bed down. One thing you need to make sure you do before you try to put it down, move the table out of the way and take the cushions off the couch. They're Velcroed on, so, you know, just give it a little tug on the Velcro, and that's how the one Murphy bed comes out. And this is the second Murphy bed pulled down. Again, this is under the main TV. But behind each of the Murphy beds, you notice there is, you know, a little theming, little Disney pictures.
Disney magic.
Disney magic, yes. From the entrance to the one side, you walk in. This is going to be the first bedroom. On the side, there is a closet. This is where you have your vacuum cleaner and other shelves. You can hang stuff. We put our bags in here. And then place to hang your hats or your lanyards. I love my pin lanyard. I did pin trading while we were here. And as you walk in, here's the first bathroom. Nice double sinks. That drawer in the middle is currently holding all of our stuff. It's a good big size drawer. And then as you come over to this side, this is where the bathroom is with the commode. And here is the first of the showers. They still have H2O products. Wow, it's echoey in here. I know that H2O is going away, but for now they do still have the H2O products. And you do have either a tub, if you want to use it as a tub, or the two different shower heads. You have the rain shower up top and, you know, the pulsing one underneath of it. Moving on, you have another closet, and it is a big closet. There's nothing hanging because Michelle and I pretty much packed everything up. They do have extra blankets and pillows, although I can't imagine you would ever need that. But it is a big closet. Into the bedroom. Don't mind all of our stuff because we are leaving at 2:30 in the morning, but you have lighting, you have a chest of drawers, and another TV, a sitting chair, and two beds. I believe they're queen size. One of the things Michelle and I really notice is the availability of lights. There's a lot of sun coming in right now, but at nighttime, it looks almost as bright when you have all these lights on. And you have, of course, another house phone, and you have outlets right next to the bed if you want to plug your phone in and charge it right next to the bed or whatever you want to do, with a couple drawers here. So one thing I wanted to point out was, over here we have a DVD player, okay? Because we rented the Aristocats. You can go up to the community center and rent movies. They're free. You just check them out, but you got to make sure you check them back into them before you leave. But if your room does not have a DVD player, like our room did not have a DVD player, we just called down to the front desk and they brought one right up for us to use. And the ceiling fan is multiple speed. You can get that thing cranking fast, or you can put it real low. Okay, just off the kitchen, there is a washer dryer. They do give you laundry detergent if you want to use theirs. We just so happen to buy some. This is a collapsible clothes basket. I'll show it open in a minute, but it's pretty cool that it's like all flat and then it goes up to a normal size. So here is the laundry basket. Like I said, it extends up, it collapses, it has that rubber on it and you just pull up on it. But to show you the size of the washing machine, it's small, but it, like, you're not going to fit blankets and everything in here, but you know, for a small load of clothes, the washer and the dryer. Ooh, we were drying towels. But that's what we have here. They also have a broom and dustpan, if you can see that. One other thing I wanted to point out, in addition to the coffee, you see all these condiments, these do not come in the room. So if you're getting groceries or like you intend on like making sandwiches or anything you want, These are all from up at the Artist Palette. You know, they have all the little packs. And we just brought some back to the room so you can have, like, there's mustard, jelly, mayo, Parmesan cheese. And in the fridge, we have butter as well. One of the few things I could not find up at the little store at the Artist Palette was butter. So, but I have their little butter packets in the fridge. So going into this direction, we already showed the washer dryer. This is the other bathroom, and this is just the commode. But then you have a single sink in here, and this is where your walk-in shower is. So the other one was a shower tub. It has the same kind of attachments and same H2O products, but it is a walk-in shower. But when you walk from there, okay, so you have the sink and the shower. If you walk through this door, you have a very large, deep tub. And also, you have your second sink. Again, you have a couple drawers, nice mirror, and the makeup mirror. Now, these bathrooms do have a hair dryer. So if you come down, you do not need a hair dryer because they do have one in the room. And this is the only full-length mirror in the room. Excuse the towels, because, you know, we have been staying here. But that's the full-length mirror. But behind this door is another closet that has your ironing board, your iron, and your safe. So there is a safe, an iron, and an ironing board. The second bedroom is, again, you have a nice TV in here, well lit. Again, we don't have the ceiling fan light on, but that does light up. And this is a king bed in this bedroom. So, it usually looks neater because when you first walk in, it will be made up, but we have utilized the beds. So, this is bedroom number 2. Again, a window, not a balcony for the bedroom. And once again, all of the light fixtures that are on the nightstands have outlets and USB chargers. There are so many USB and plugs. I mean, even on the side of the dresser, on both sides of the dresser, you have USB and outlets. So if you have phones, computers, whatever it is, if you can't find a plug, you are not looking. And of course, Michelle and I wouldn't be the same if it wasn't twinning. So we made sure we got the same shirts. You can see that. Oh, the back, yeah. You can't even turn. But yes, Michelle and I like to wear matching shirts. Yay. One thing Michelle and I have only done like 3 times is actually walk down the stairs.
See if our buddy's still
Oh yeah, we'll see if the bug is still there.
Our buddy.
Our buddy.
The bug buddy.
Bug buddy. I know. So you can go up and down stairs if you wish to. The elevator is just a lot easier on the legs. But the other night, right here, there was a huge bug. I'll insert a picture right here. That's a bug that we saw while we were walking.
We have not Googled it to find out what it is.
I know. Don't they have like the Google service that you just show a picture and they tell you what it is?
So.
Yeah, so. I mean, this bug had to have been 5 or 6 inches long. It was huge. But yeah, it's kind of a long walk down the steps. Oh, nope. Wrong floor. There he is.
There it is. Put the comments below if they know.
Yeah, put in the comments if you know what the heck this kind of bug is. But geez Louise, he's big. I was always afraid he was going to jump off the wall at me. He has not moved in 3 days.
Around this area.
We were in Congress Park. So this is our building, Congress Park. And it's very close to Disney Springs. It's right on the lake.
we'll show you that. We'll show you that.
Yes. This is the community center. So we have a guest laundry, the community hall, and the horsing around rentals. Let's show you each. Let's start with the laundry. So here's the laundry. There's all the dryers, big folding table. Here's some washers. And of course, you do have some vending for the laundry soap and the fabric softener. But I don't know how many rooms here actually don't have a laundry or why you would need this, but just know that there is an available laundry.
And I have to say, it was super convenient having it in your room.
Oh, it's super convenient.
I did laundry twice.
Yes. So it looks like the laundry is activated through the app. So you'll have to scan the QR code in order to start the machines. Now we're going to go in the community hall. Michelle is acting as the door opener today. So in the community hall, they have a PS4, Nintendo Switch, and an Xbox One. You can do some checkers, which Michelle kicked my backside a couple days ago. Big TV with a nice comfy seating. Did not get to color a picture.
You might today.
Might today. But then you come through here, and this is where the rentals are for the rest. So here's the movies that you can rent. What you do is you come up to the books, and it has them listed by rating. And inside, Michelle, open them up and show anyone. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Well, I'm leaving that in. Yes, I am. Because Michelle does not know how to open up binders. But what you'll do is open the binder, and it has a card in there. And what you'll do is you'll pull the card out. And once you pull the card out, you'll take that over to the other side of the room, hand them the card, and they will give you the movie. Here's where you return the movies, or you can get the tennis equipment, basketball equipment, or you can rent the Surrey carts. Also in the community center, they show the special events and the resort information and the daily activities.
Lighter and like value the colors are. So yellows, if you really
Here is the hours of the horsing around rentals and the Surrey cost. Also, you have different activities that you can do. You can color your own plush animals, you can design your own luggage tag, your mug, and here is an example of the prices. And it has Joy, of course, my fave. And we showed you the inside, but this is the outside of horsing around, the rentals, the hours, the costs. And they have the 2-person Surrey and the 4-person Surrey.
Oh, I want to say, I think they have a 6-person Surrey.
Well, I didn't see one, but in order to drive it, in order to pedal, you have to be 58 inches tall. Michelle just makes it.
Am I tall enough?
You're just tall enough to pedal. So there's an example of the bus stop. They have 4 bus stops in here. One is at the Springs, one is the Paddock, one is the Carousel, and one is Congress Park. They run buses for every park. And the funny thing is, you can walk to Disney Springs from here, but they still have a Disney Springs bus, which is fantastic. But they also have an internal shuttle. I believe it says Route 1 on it, if you just want to go from one segment of the resort to another. One of the nice things is, depending on where you're going to go, they will put you the estimated time for the next bus. So it's 3:05 p.m. You can see Magic Kingdom bus 3:10, Epcot 3:31, Hollywood 3:16, and so on. So it's pretty nice. If you get here, you know how long it's going to be till the next bus. They do have a lot of directories around in case you need to know where you are. So as you can see, we have all the areas. Here is the Carriage House check-in, and we're kind of near that area right now. Congress Park is where we are staying. It's directly across from Disney Springs. You have the paddock, which runs on the one side. It's pretty spread out. The carousel is up at the top of the property. The grandstand is another segment. The Treehouse Villas, I'm not even counting them or looking at those today. They're kind of their own thing. But they have these directories all over the place, so it's pretty hard to get lost here. But if you can see, it is a very large property spread out. They do have a running trail, and it does have markings along the way to show how far you've run. And if you run the whole inner one, it's 0.8 miles. If you run the whole outer one, it is 1.5 miles. So the running trails are actually pretty clearly marked. All right, here is the statue out in front. Michelle always laughs because she always touches it, because during the summertime with the sun, it's always hot. It ain't hot today, but
Oh, it
is it?
Oh, yeah.
So I guess that metal gets hot in the sun. This is the Carriage House. This is the registration where you check in. Let's go inside.
Just a voiceover.
This is the lobby,
Okay, never mind.
and they have different Disney horses all around. Michelle and I were playing a game when we checked in on which horses go to which movie, and if you can see, it is a beautiful multi-story.
You should put in the comments below if you can guess all the names.
Yeah, put in the comments below if you recognize all the horses. Down there is the Artist Palette. That is a quick serve restaurant, plus the gift shop is down there, but we'll walk down there in a minute. In case anybody was wondering, in the Carriage House there is an ATM, and you can send mail out. There is an outgoing active mailbox. This is the gift shop. A lot of times kids do coloring and they put them up on the board each day, which is really cute.
Sweater, it's $99.99.
Yeah, but one thing that's nice, tell them about you can buy the merch.
Oh yeah, so if you're staying in the resort, you are eligible to get
The DVC merch. You just don't get the discount. But you can still buy all the merchandise that's DVC.
Pretty sweater.
Yes, we will. Listen, we're also going to carpet. We'll buy something.
They do have some medications here.
It's an art set. There's colors, all that stuff.
when you come into Artist Palette, don't go up to the counter directly to order your food. You have to get in line first. Then you come over to the registers and you will pay for your food. They'll give you a little beeper and they're piled up right here. And then they will bring your food to you at your table. And of course you have the rapid refill station with the mug wash and the coffee, but they do have ones near the pool as well. So in addition to the rapid refill up at the Carriage House, you also have at the pool. And of course come over to the side and that's where all your condiments and your microwave is. And then we have the seating area. Here is the pool that is up in the front. They do have a water slide, which is nice. We were here yesterday, and the one thing I'll say is the seats in the back that I'm kind of facing now are a little difficult to navigate into and out of. But there are two hot tubs. There's a hot tub over in that direction. And then there is a hot tub back in that direction. So there are two. They do have a food place and a bar called On the Rocks, and that has one of the rapid refills. To the left, there are towels right here. And you can also pick up towels on the other side. But this is the pool. Oh, there's Michelle. Right up at the front near the Carriage House is Bell Services. So you see they have carts, but one of the other things is they have these golf carts. They can put your luggage on and take a lot of people. Unless you're staying in the Springs or Congress Park, your best bet is to utilize Bell Services because it is such a large property. It is a long walk, especially if you are dragging luggage, right?
And you arrive at like midnight.
Yeah, we got here at midnight. But because we were staying in Congress Park, we just dragged our bags. But if you're staying in one of the further areas, probably best to use the Bell service. This is also where the shuttle transportation to the airport, like if you use a service like the Sunshine Flyer or Mears Connect, this is where you would pick up your bus. This is also the location where if you get a ride service such as Lyft or Uber, this is where they would pick you up.
And Lyft is king here.
Oh, Lyft is awesome.
Lyft is
Yeah, I gotta say, we've used both, and we're not endorsing any one, but we don't get anything from either one. But Lyft was
Lyft was a little more economical.
It was economical, and boy, they were fast. Part of the reason Lyft gets so fast is Disney has a pretty good deal with them, but you can see they have a staging area for lift drivers. As we said, this is the Carriage house where you check in, and the food court, the artist palette. I want to point out that way in the back, that door right there, that's the spa, Senses Spa. So if you needed spa services, that's where it is. Down in the pool area, you'll see a door right there. That's where the arcade is. So we're not gonna walk in the spa, but we'll show you the arcade. I know, they got some old school in there. Outside, you do have the bumper pool and the regular pool table, and you can get the equipment for that from the community center.
But it's right by the pool area.
It is right next to the pool. So there's the pool. And you also have this game.
Is that foosball?
Fool's Ball.
The pool.
We also have ping pong, a fire pit, and cornhole.
Which they had,
Hey, what?
they had s'mores night last night.
Oh, yeah, at
At
the
the fire pit.
fire pit. Hold on.
Doing cornhole.
Let's see how she
No
does.
judgy.
No judgy. Not even close.
Oh,
Yeah, it's my turn.
you're,
All right. I'm going to try to do this while I'm holding the camera. Let's see. Yeah, no. Terrible. Oh, close.
these are heavy.
Whoop.
Good job, honey. Oh, I did better that
You got
time.
one on. I got them all on the board, but none in. Taking a little break. Just turned in the cornhole beanbags. Final score, 21-4. Yay. So Michelle, of course, had to stop to color ornaments. They'll put them on the tree in the lobby. So she's getting her crayon on. All right, there's Michelle putting her ornament on the tree. You did a good job coloring, honey. I think you're the only one above 6 doing it. Saratoga Springs is a DVC, Disney Vacation Club Resort, and this is also the preview center. So if you wanted to purchase Disney Vacation Club, this is the place that you've come. Michelle and I have done the tour before. They don't do.
Riviera room.
Yeah, that was when Riviera first came out. But so they don't do everything the way they used to. But this is where you would go if you were interested in Disney Vacation Club. I'll just show you real quick. Behind the DVC Preview Center is where you find the basketball and tennis courts. And like I said earlier, you can get the equipment, the tennis equipment or the basketballs. They don't cost anything. You just sign them out. And you can actually utilize at any park. Like we played tennis the other day at Fort Wilderness. Again, because we did that in our Disney Fort Wilderness camping video. But
We'll link it.
what's that?
Put it in the description box.
All right,
Or link it.
I'll put that video down below that showed Fort Wilderness tent camping. But yeah, here's the tennis courts, and right behind it over there is the basketball court. Next to the tennis courts and basketball courts, they do have shuffleboard. And again, you can get the equipment.
Fun fact, I've never played shuffleboard.
No?
No.
I'm not good at it. Every time I look at this, I think of that Olympic winter sport, curling.
Yeah.
As you're going down the street, like the basketball courts are right there. You'll see the sign. They have the Lake Buena Vista Golf Course, and that's where the Turf Club Bar and Grill is. We're not going to walk all the way back there because we've been walking quite a bit, but if you go all the way in the back there, that is where the Turf Club Bar and Grill is, and there is a walkway to Disney Springs if you go back that direction. These vans are all over the place. The Disney Vacation Club vans, if you're interested in touring like the sample rooms or anything, they will come to whatever resort you are staying at and pick you up in a van and bring you over to the vacation club. We just had the nicest conversation with a woman named Cheryl. And what'd she give us?
Riverside, California.
Yes.
Oh, and she gave us the little...
Riviera Resort picture.
Yeah.
That was nice.
We didn't get it the last
No, we didn't get it when we actually toured.
So,
Yay.
it counts.
One thing about when you get outside of the Magic Kingdom area, you do have a lot of helicopter traffic for the tourism helicopters, so be prepared. All kinds of birds just relaxing. A lot of wildlife around here. But so we just came out of the building through the door, and you walk out here, and the other day we thought it was kind of interesting because they had Pluto and Goofy in their 50th anniversary costumes, which was really neat. Outfits. Sorry, didn't mean to say costumes. Outfits, clothing. But you can see the water taxi. That water taxi goes from Saratoga Springs over to French Quarter and Riverside for Port Orleans, and also to the tree houses. But right here, I'll insert a picture. That was when we saw Goofy and Pluto.
Meet and greet.
A meet and greet. But I just kind of want to show you how you leave out of your room, and here's Disney Springs. Just to show you from the outside, our room is right here. And if you can see from there, you know, this is the building, and it's right on the walkway directly across from Disney Springs. So I gotta say, the view from the balcony at night is spectacular with all the lights and everything reflecting off the water. I'm gonna insert a picture right here that shows what it looks like at night. Here's Michelle in the sitting area. Yeah, so they have these rockers. We came out the other night and just sat in the rockers. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and just looking at the beautiful lights over in Disney Spring. But you have a beautiful fountain. But this is the Congress Park pool, and it is actually temporarily closed for refurbishment. It is drained. You can see. They're doing some work on it. So that is one of the other pools. They also have the paddock pool. Well, I think it shows on there, you're right. So they have the grandstand pool, the High Rock Spring, and the paddock pool. But the paddock pool has a really good food location. There's shrimp tacos. We had shrimp tacos there the other night at the Paddock Grill. Oh, they were so good. So even though this one is temporarily closed, it normally would be open, but it's one of the 4 pools.
Okay, so, in New Jersey it's seasonal, but this is a type of grass that is seasonal for us, but apparently Florida, they have it all year round. But I would love to have a couple of these in my yard.
They're so cute,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah, soft, natural grass.
Yes.
Yep.
So this is the bridge from Saratoga Springs to Disney Springs. So you can walk from Saratoga to Disney Springs, but I wanted to point out that this is the boat dock between Disney Springs and Saratoga Springs, and this goes to the French Quarter, Riverside, and to Old Key West, and to the Saratoga Springs tree houses. So we rode this actually last night to go get beignets over at the French Quarter. So you have to look at the color flags, and they'll tell you which boat is going where. One of the things we did this week was on Friday we went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and it was a nice time. But I wanted to make sure in this video that we gave a shout out to our new friend
Beverly.
Beverly.
She lives in Arkansas.
Beverly from Arkansas. So Saturday was Beverly's birthday.
Yes,
and she turned 9. So she was one of the best parts of that entire Christmas party was getting to talk to her.
Yeah, and we'll insert a picture here just to show you, like, we both sat on the curb waiting for the parade, and the whole hour and a half that we waited during the parade, we just chit-chatted.
I mean, she came across like it would have been our niece or something. She was. We told her mom at the end.
Yeah.
One of the best parts of our night was getting a chat with little Beverly.
Yeah.
So wherever she is, we hope she had a great birthday and is doing well. That's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed the tour of Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa. And again, like I said in the beginning, I want to thank Bob and Debbie so much for allowing us the opportunity to be here this week. This has been fantastic. But I hope it gave you an idea of what the resort was like, what the rooms were like, and hopefully you get the day where they say welcome home to you as well. See ya.